Welcome to the program. Yes, my name is Soni Irabor, and it's our show, not just mine, yours and mine. And today, I'm dealing with a Nigerian who's based in South Africa. He's been there for several decades. But you see, he's a molder of men and resources. He talks about young people, he talks about businesses, and he also talks about spirituality. But I will let him fill in the gaps. And I'm talking of Dr. Emmanuel Imevbore. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Fill in the gaps, please.
Okay.
Fitness coach or which coach?
Yeah, when people talk about coach, they usually think about sports. But there's a relationship there. A coach is essentially somebody who takes you by the hand, believes in you. I always say that a coach helps you in 3 areas. The first is to help you increase your awareness of who you are and what you can do. And the second is help you expand your capacity, all right? And the third, importantly, hold you accountable. So you do more or less like you go on a journey with your coach. Now, I am a business and executive coach. The principles are the same. Just as the sports coach is working with you like in a team, he is not playing on the field. He's on the sideline, but cheering you, encouraging you.
And giving you instructions.
Giving you instructions, all right?
Yes.
And importantly, is a member of the team. Who wins the trophy? You. But we win it together. So I always say that everybody needs a coach, all right? So I do that principally in South Africa, but not only that, I'm also a writer, privileged to have published a number of books. And then some 2 years ago, I invested in a publishing company called Afro Book Hub.
Okay.
The name Afro is deliberate.
Sure.
We want to promote the best of Africa, all right? And also the hub, bring together writers. So I own, I bought over the company, invested in and bought over that company, and that is a publishing company.
That's the one that wrote the one that published the book, God Did Not Come to the Party.
Yes, that is the publisher of the book. I wrote the book together with another gentleman who is also based in South Africa, a Nigerian as well, Theo Nwamadi, all right? I wrote the book principally just to highlight some of the things that's happening in Nigeria from the perspective of young people. Yes, Afro Book Hub published the book.
We'll come to that later on.
Yeah.
And there's another book you wrote, 50 Questions. Is that a book or what?
Thank you very much for asking.
It reminds me of Jam.
Yeah, 50 Questions, like I said, I was invited initially as an investor in Afro Book Hub. And after a year, I thought that Afro Book Hub could be rebranded and focus greatly on a styled biography. Okay. Styled biography in the sense that you have your normal biographies or memoirs, you know, talking about your experiences and so on. But sometimes there are some gaps in the information that you give. When you ask people questions, you invite them to think, reflect, and essentially speak about their lives,
so
their own story.
Those 50 questions will cover all areas?
No.
Okay.
Those 50 questions are actually broken into 5 sections.
Okay.
With 10 questions each. So the first section, for instance, will deal about maybe your background, your life, and so on. The next one could be about your career, you know, and outlook. The next one could be Well, of course, depending on who you are, what you do, could be about people who had made impact in your life and what impact you have made in. The next question section could be about you as a thought leader. And the fifth section, importantly, is your legacy, how you want to be remembered.
You know, the reason I brought that up is because one of the biggest questions youth, and some of us who are very critical about leadership, and I know you train on leadership as well, one of the biggest questions we keep asking and nobody's bothering to answer is leadership in Africa. Leadership even in Nigeria. You know, it's a major issue, and I don't know whether people understand that it's self-examination of sorts. To you, what's leadership?
Well, leadership is so broad.
Okay.
The first thing for me about leadership is responsibility. So everyone is a leader. Maybe I will be put on the spot here where you have heard people ask, are leaders born or leaders made?
I like that.
The truth of the matter is that every single one of us has in us an innate ability to be a leader. I'll give you an example. This may, be so far-fetched, but you will see leadership there. You see a 2-year-old, all right, watching the mother feeding a baby. Now, the mother is feeding the baby, feeding bottle or whatever. Then suddenly, our wives and mothers, they are doing all sorts of things. She remembers that she has something in the kitchen and suddenly puts the baby down and everything. The feeding bottle falls. Instinctively, the 2-year-old gets up, picks up the feeding bottle and starts feeding the baby. Who taught that 2-year-old? That's responsibility. That's leadership. That's influence.
So
that's support.
Took action immediately.
Took action
took
there.
Responsibility.
Who taught them? It's an innate thing. And if I want to be a bit spiritual, God created man and made him a leader instantly.
True.
However, you also have to build, you also have to develop. So you will have
your environment.
Yes, and the skills, the knowledge, the contribution, the confidence, the comportment, the contribution that you make based on, like I said earlier, awareness of who you are. I'll give you another example. A little child can go into a supermarket and take a bar of chocolate, smack the child, drop the and all that.
Immediately he will know that what he has done is wrong.
Is wrong. But if you go and do it, they'll call the police. Why?
You're an adult.
You're an adult.
Age
the
of awareness.
Responsibility, the awareness and all that. So leadership, and that's why we have leadership in our home. The thought of a leader in a home as a father or as a mother is different from the thought of a leader leading a nation. But the principles are the same. Responsibility.
Well, I will still dwell on that leadership issue a little more, because you see, when you are told lead by example, what does that mean?
Okay, the root word of leadership is movement. Anywhere you hear or see leadership, it's that people are moving. Sometimes, and a lot of times, people are waiting for someone to motivate them to move. All right? So the leader must move for others to move. So when someone, sorry, I'm going to be a bit South Africa now. So when someone like Mandela says at a trial that the struggle is my life, what he's saying is that as a leader, I am ready to lay my life, all right, for this struggle. Imagine the people he's leading, how motivated they will be.
Yes.
So he's inspired, and his inspiration now motivates others. You cannot be a leader without, first of all, knowing where you are going. That's why the key thing about leadership is vision.
Say that again?
The key thing in leadership is vision.
Vision, okay.
And if you permit me to describe my own understanding of vision, all right? Vision is like a dream, but slightly different from a dream in the sense that you can daydream.
Wait. Okay, daydream, meaning you are dreaming to be something you are not or may never be?
Yeah.
Is that why the day is added to the dream?
Well, not necessarily, but you imagine an 8-year-old, Mommy, when I grow up, I will buy you an aeroplane.
Okay.
That's
wishful thinking.
That's a dream. You understand that? That's not vision. Vision is an ability to conceive, all right? Not just an idea, but greatness in the future and to birth it, to bring it forth. So great leaders don't think about just sight. They have foresight. And I dare tell you, you talked about Africa. Part of the challenges we have in Africa is that a lot of our leaders are focused on sight. What does that mean? What they see now, for now, they want now. They lack foresight.
Why would I want to be a leader if I cannot carry my people along in the direction of progress?
The reason why they lack that foresight is because there's no insight.
Ouch. That's a deep one.
Deep one.
Yeah.
Now, insight, everything starts from the inside.
Yes.
That's why I corrected a bit there now. Inspiration is different from motivation. Mandela was not motivated to say that. He motivated others, but he was inspired. Now, you don't stop an inspired person. You can't stop an inspired person because it's from inside. He breathes, that's leadership. All right? And it's a call to responsibility. And the moment people see a leader that is ready to give his life, why are we following Jesus?
He led by example. He sacrificed a lot.
And today we all call ourselves Christ-like Christians and things like that. You talked about sacrifice. Yes.
We'll take a short break and we'll be back after the break. Except that when we come back, we'll go into spirituality. He's a pastor as well. I did not introduce that to you, but we'll be right back after the break. Okay. Welcome back. Yes, we have a great guest in the studio, and he has led us, actually, he's a coach. He also understands how to train in leadership. And he has spoken about vision or being a visionary and so on and so forth. But one thing I have not told you about him is that he's also a man of God. He's a pastor. On all of this, we're about to explain in detail. But first, I would like to find out from Dr. Emmanuel Imevbore what it takes to become a youthful leader, or a leader that is youthful. Two things, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think, first of all, we should look at the youths in the context of the fact that they are, again, I'll go back to that leadership. So, right now, a lot of people believe that the youths should be kept quiet, or should not be heard, or should not be invited to take decisions and all that. Why? Because they seem to, in expression of their energy and knowledge, to be operating in a different way, different from the older people. Now, the older people have experience, they have wisdom, they've seen a lot of things, so they are not operating the way the youths are doing. Now, as a youth leader, now, calling myself a youth leader,
Yes.
I have gray hair, but as they say, age is a number. So I'm youthful and all. I invest time in young people because, as we know, more than 70% of Nigerians, nay, Africa, is below 35 years.
That's a youth.
Africa is known.
Yeah.
Africa is known all over and called the youth continent. The investment we make in the young people is not just about our future, it's about our present. What is more, there needs to be not just coexistence between the older and the younger people, but collaboration, intentional collaboration. What it means is that the youth can actually coach me, can actually mentor me. And I have to be humble enough to give you an example again. If you buy a phone or buy a gadget, you possibly are looking for the manual, direct you and so on. Okay?
Yes.
But your 10-year-old, you never has put it together and so on.
Yes. Yes.
They may be emotionally fragile, mentally susceptible to it, but they are acute when it comes to innovation. They are daredevil, operate and things like that. Your wisdom, your experience, your knowledge is useful to them. But their creativity, their energy, their innovation, their daredevil approach is good.
They take risks and they act
take
quickly.
risks, they act, and so on. So, in government, at home, in church, anywhere, bring the young people. Whatever answers you give to the questions I ask you is right. We will use it. Give them an opportunity to come to the party.
I like that. Yeah, the opportunity is what they are looking for, and they are not getting.
They are not getting it.
So they'll be restive.
That's what, you see, many times, I don't know if any of your children have told you this, there is a time that in their life they say, Mommy, listen to me. Daddy, listen. You are not listening to me. Because we have been accustomed to speaking at them, not even to them. Speaking at them, and those things, they've learnt it from 2 years, 3 years, and all. Then they become, adolescents. They begin now to realize that they too can do things. They realize they can also parent. You understand?
As you were talking, my mind went deep. You were creating a picture in my head about how adults have actually, unfortunately, denied the youths their own chance. The people who are adults today were youths when they were very, very involved in the same governorship.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't want to be mentioning names or a bit too personal, but imagine that we are having people who are in government today in their 70s and their 80s, and they had the opportunity to be in government, or at least access to government in their 30s.
some in their 20s.
Some in their 20s. We had a head of state that, managed a war.
General Gowon, at the age of 32. Yes.
Terrible war and all that, and things like that. Most of the people who were there were not even married. He got married during the war.
Exactly.
You know, and so on.
Yes.
Today, you are thinking of a 30-year-old gentleman, and you are asking, what do you think he should be doing? Have you given him? And I use, if you permit me again,
go ahead, please.
I call it DCO.
What's DCO?
It's very easy to remember. DCO. All right?
Yeah.
D for desire, C for capacity, and O for opportunity.
Okay.
Now, if you see people who have a desire,
capacity, and opportunity,
it must be in that order.
Yeah.
What we want is the young people that have desire. We know we have the Yahoo. We know we have the people who are doing ritual, money ritual and all. But there are a lot of youths in Nigeria and across Africa that have the desire to do great things. To be entrepreneurs, to be youth leaders, to be innovators. You see they are doing a lot, they have the desire. What they need now is to build that capacity. That's where the coaching comes in. Okay. Like I said, now you cannot build capacity without an ability. What do I mean? Usain Bolt has an ability to run 100 meters in 9-point-something seconds. All right?
Fastest.
Now, I don't have that ability. You may say I'm a pastor. I now get on the tracks and I say, God said, I can achieve anything that I desire and so on, because he will give me. God will tell me. I wasn't talking about that because you don't have an ability in that area. So you cannot expand your capacity in an area where you don't have ability.
Okay.
That's where mentorship and coaching comes in. So if you don't have an ability for something, you can't expand your capacity in that area. So you have the desire, but we also see the ability you have. Then we work with you to expand the ability, which now becomes capacity building. Now, if you have a strong desire and you have built the capacity, should there not be opportunity for you to express it?
There has to be the opportunity for you to express it. There has to be. Otherwise,
now I'm going to carry that energy and everything somewhere else. I must let it out.
Yes.
So if I have built capacity, it's like a wrestler. He's built weight, he's built, and you don't give him an opportunity, he will go and beat his wife.
God forbid.
God forbid. But you understand what I'm saying?
Of course. Oh, no.
All
It's very clear. It's very clear. I only put that there because, I mean, it's the truth. The energy needs to be dissipated.
It has to be dissipated, used, and channeled properly.
Let me take you to spirituality, pastoral, actions. You are a pastor, a man of God, so you see and you... Is there a difference between being a pastor and a motivational speaker?
Yes, there is.
Excuse my seeming.
Yes.
It wasn't meant to be that critical,
okay.
But I mean.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's look at a pastor as a shepherd.
Shepherd, okay.
That's the key thing pastors must understand. Because a pastor could be an administrator. Signing checks in the church. And I've done that before. All right? People are having praise worship and all that. I'm in my office as a pastor and I'm saying, I'm coming to meet you. All right? And I'm signing checks and all that. Am I shepherding? So, the key thing...
What's the question? What's the answer to that question?
No.
Okay.
I'm an administrator at that time.
Okay.
And that's important because I also need to administer.
Proper management, yes.
But the key responsibility I have as a pastor is a shepherd. And when God calls you, he gives you the gifts. So you can't call yourself. So I can be a motivational speaker, download on the internet or AI or how to speak properly, or maybe I even have the skill to speak. Maybe I'm fluent in all that. It does not make me a pastor. What makes me a pastor is that I have 99. I recognize that one is important. I leave the 99 in the care of him and I go after one. I don't need to be a motivational speaker to do that.
There's something that's instructive in the 1 and the 99. Because for you to leave the 99 and go in search of that one, there must be something very deeply, necessary for you to do that. One is faith. How come you were able to feel without any fear or favor you left the 99, knowing that you come back and meet them? And they went after the one. And
you got here and you are rejoicing. You know why?
Why?
The soul of that one is too dear. It's too important. Have you wondered?
But the soul of the 99 are also important.
There are a number of things to learn there. The first thing is how many people will recognize that there's one that is missing out of such a number.
Okay.
That's the first thing. So he identifies them. He knows them. And they know him. Jesus said that.
Yeah.
They trust him because he knows him. Now, that one that got lost, all right, was by his own doing. He strayed or whatever and things like that. And the sheep are sheep. They are what they are. You have to understand that they need guidance. They need whatever, but they are precious. Now, the 99 that you left there, you didn't leave them carelessly.
They were cared for.
You kept them. But you also were giving a message to the 99. It could be you next.
So that one is as important as the rest.
So I am going after this, your brother, because you could have been the brother or the sister or the, their mother could be one of the 99 and so on. Are they able to fetch that one that is lost? No. So they are missing that one.
Let let me bring you back to technology.
All right.
AI is the most current distraction, or somebody said disruption in the world today. And it's the same AI, if you read the Bible clearly, there are indications that seemed the Bible actually expected such a thing to happen. Artificial intelligence, where there's some kind of minuscule control, some remote control of sorts, and intelligence that, to me, honestly, I know that I'm not that AI enabled, but I would know it, don't worry. I know that artificial intelligence is going to displace humanity. Why are we not looking at it that way? And yet the youths of today are AI enabled naturally. So where are we?
AI should be viewed as an add-on, a support, and an enabler. Not a
add-on, support,
an enabler, not a replacement.
How are we sure there will be no replacement?
The key word there is artificial.
Okay.
Man has gone to the moon. Man is planning to do anything and all that. Man cannot create one drop of blood.
You got me there. You got me there.
Artificial is artificial. It was created by man.
Not by God.
Not by God.
Well,
God gave man the wisdom.
Okay.
All right. Some years ago, when the TV came, some people said that you are bringing the world into your home and spoke against the TV. It's going to destroy this. When internet came, some people say, no, we're going to now, all sorts of things. There's going to be a lot of sexual this and all and so on. But we are using the TV to preach. We're using the internet to preach. All right? When WhatsApp came, some people, they know I will never have it. It's intrusive. It's this and all. Some of us can't do without WhatsApp now.
True.
All right? When GPS came, it was like, then they know where you are and all that. Part of the easiest way now for you to navigate is we need technologies in our lives to support us, to enable what we are doing. And that's why we like the young people to be part of us, all right? To help us and guide us. But we must be sensitive to the negative parts.
Okay. How do we achieve that?
Great. Nowadays, you will see a video sent to you, you cannot even be sure whether it is AI generated or it is, so that one.
So many of us are victims of that.
so that's the reality. That's the reality. But technology that created AI also can tell you which one is AI,
which one is real.
Which one is real. I'll give you an example. As a writer, you can use AI now to detect plagiarism very easily.
Yes, I should expect that.
Is that not useful?
Very useful.
So before I start doing all sort of, there are a lot of things I can, in medicine, use AI now to detect a lot of things that I will have to be reading and studying. And I have a son who is, you know, they are using this now, and we need those technologies. But like everything, a gun is useful, but a gun is deadly. It must be used.
And it's being abused
it must
in
be
places
used.
like the US, yes.
It must be used properly. That's the way I view AI. Can we do without it? In the world as we are going now globally, we can't.
We can't.
What is interesting is we are talking about AI now. In 2 years, AI will be obsolete because it would have metamorphosed into all sorts of other things. In a technology-driven world, we have to adapt or we die.
So, but there are also people who are scared that the same dependence on AI will probably reduce, population, make humanity redundant, and so there'll be less work for them. What happens if that happens?
Okay. Another thing, I'll just quickly take you back to what you said about dependence.
Yes.
For a young person growing to be dependent on ChatGPT and AI will affect creative thinking.
True.
So that balance is important. All right? Now, in terms of replacing jobs, is a reality. If a company goes into hard times, usually they want to shed weight.
Yes.
They want to retrench. They want to. So they are looking at the people, at those that can be replaced by machines. So I want to ask you, can you, sir, Oga Soni Irabor, be replaced by a machine with the experience you have, with the knowledge you have, with the emotions you have, and all?
It will not be possible.
It's not possible.
No.
So we need to build the kind of skills that makes us irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable.
So
like that.
in our schools, in our institutions, people should not just study anything. I just like it. I just like how it sounds. No. We need to be globally relevant and competitive. And AI is making us to wake up.
Okay, we'll go take another short break, and then when we come back, we will round off in a specifically remarkable way. You'll be surprised. Writing, teaching or coaching, and preaching. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. So we're on to Dr. Emmanuel Imevbore, who is a coach, he's a writer, I should say a columnist as well. He's a board man, he teaches leadership, he teaches business, but above all that, he's also a pastor. Now, as we round off, we have about less than 9 minutes or so. As we round off, let's go back to the books. The 50 questions, please, can I have a copy of that? The 50 questions, that's a nice looking man there. 50 questions. You talked about it, lessons on purpose, passion, and faith. Explain the purpose, passion, and faith there. Yes.
Okay, 50 questions, this book
Yes.
is the first in the series of the styled biographies that I said we want to do for the best of Africa. The person you see on the cover here is my father, who turned 90 last week. So I did this book in honor of him and celebrating
It doesn't
his
look
life.
90.
Celebrating his life at 90. Talking about lessons on purpose.
Yes.
This is a man who identified his purpose early. He retired from the university as a professor After 30 years in service of the Obafemi Awolowo University from Ile-Ife, all right, he joined the then University of Ife in 1964, retired in 1994 at exactly 30 years, and he was under 60.
Wow.
The man who turned 90 now. Why?
Under 60.
He was not yet 60 when he retired. There are professors who don't want to retire. Where do they retire? He had a purpose. And by the time he was retiring, he had become the first of many things which is in this book. Purpose. Now, he will not have been able to pursue purpose if he was not passionate about it.
So purpose, passion, okay.
Your purpose, you know, they always say that there are two important times in your life, where you are born and then where you know why you were born, the purpose. So you live your life intentionally with purpose, driven. Then faith, that is key. He's a man of faith, a pastor of so many years, over 50 years, a professor emeritus of many years and so on. And I happened to be his firstborn. And I felt, if I'm going to now start doing these styled biographies, and I would like to do one for you, by the way.
You're very welcome, because I'm already sold.
Because you are also one of the best in Africa. We want to profile the best in Africa.
I love that. Thank you.
I started with my father. Apologies and all, but he is one of the best in
You have
Africa.
a good reason to sell. I mean, this is somebody that wants that can be emulated.
We've asked him 50 questions. I could have asked him 90. I could have asked him 100, but we kept it to 50 so that we can have 10 questions in those 5 sections that I talked about. That's what this book is about. We want to profile the best of Africa, from Nigeria and all that, in all industries. You understand? We ask them questions. And so that question and answer format brings a lot of reflection.
It makes it easy to read as well.
Easy to read, because you can start from anywhere, but it entrenches their remarkable life, their impact, and their legacy. That's what this is about.
I'm curious also about this one. You said God did not come to the party. Which party be this one? Yes.
A few minutes ago, I was talking about the youths being invited to the party. So this book actually developed as a result of the past election, 2023 election in Nigeria. It is a faction, you know, that's facts and fiction. But it tells the story of Nigeria, the problems, the promises, the challenges, the hopes, the despairs of Nigeria from the youth's perspective. So the name came about because some people believe God has forgotten or abandoned Nigeria. So a friend of mine, who is the co-author, actually came up with the title without actually knowing it. We were just discussing and we were reflecting on Nigeria, and it bellowed out, God did not come to the party. And we decided to write a book on it. It is frustrations. We are speaking frustrations about Nigeria, but there are also conversations about what can be done about it from the perspective of young people.
Okay, now we have less than 2 minutes to go.
Yes, sir.
What is your advice for the youths, to the youths, and what would be your advice to the adults and leaders? The reason being, from what we've discussed so far, past 15 minutes, the youths are feeling they don't have enough chance. They're not given enough chance. And the adults and leaders feel they have a lot to offer. So where is the missing link?
Okay, like I said earlier, there
Yes.
needs to be that gap breached. We have to meet one another, all right? And the older people may not like this, but you can learn a lot from the young people. So my advice to a young Nigerian, let me speak to young Nigerians now that are listening, is that you are unique. You are special. And if you're a Nigerian or an African, you are doubly special. You were created for a purpose. Find that purpose. There's something that you are destined to do that no one else can do. You need a coach, you need a mentor that will guide you, inspire you, encourage you, help you to build capacity in an area where you have ability. To the older people, let's give the young people an opportunity to speak so that their energy can be well channeled. Together we can build not just a great nation, but a greater continent of Africa.
It can never be better said than the guest we've had today, Dr. Emmanuel Imevbore, who has advised or admonished, as it were, the youth and the older people. Well, me, I'm in between. Did you call them faction, or what was it? Passion and
Faction, fiction and facts.
Okay, faction. Okay, so on this factionable note, I'd like to end Soni Irabor Live and thank you. I hope you've enjoyed a lot. Some people have been asking why can't they call in like they do on radio. Don't worry. We'll find out from the management when that will be possible. Good night. God bless you all. Thank you.